to VIP financing. But here's the big deal about this Today Special. It is the very first and only of the year all leather from the original American company that we've known and loved that signifies the best and the best of recliners, LaZBoy. So this is all leather that has been treated, so you don't have to worry about spilling. It has a protection from water and stains in this all leather luxury. You only choose if you want the manual, and I've got the manual. It's like and by the way, this is an extra long handle. This is a new upgrade. So you pull it down like that, or you push it up like this, that in the manual. So we also have it in the powered version. So the power version is also available. Now, here's the big deal about what's going on in the world today is delivery. If you went to the LaZBoy website, first of all, you'd be spending almost $800 more. But if you went to the LaZBoy website and ordered this, they all have to be made to order. You would get it at your house in 5 to 9 months. 5 to 9 months. We have a limited quantity in stock that they have made for us. You will get yours at regular HSN delivery, like you'll get it in a few weeks. Like it's on its way to you. As soon as you order, they're gonna be bringing it to you. There is the delivery. It is touchless, contactless delivery. They bring it right to your door. And I know that you're watching TV and you're thinking, gosh, I've always wanted a LaZBoy recliner, but what happens if I get it home and it's not everything that I dreamed it was? You call up LaZBoy and they'll pick it up. They're not gonna charge you to pick it up. There's no return. You return ship, you buy something, you don't want it, return it, you have to pay return shipping. There's no return shipping on this. You return it and there's no restocking fee. If you went to the LaZBoy store and bought it, or if you go to other retailers and buy furniture, it's industry standard that there's a restocking fee. If you buy a living room set and you return it, they're gonna charge you a big premium, something like 20% or 15 or 25%, depending on where you buy it, of the purchase price, just to take it back. How many people have had that nightmare of returning furniture? Don't worry about it. LaZBoy and HSN will come to your house, take that box, we'll just take it away. You will get all your money back. You have 30 days to enjoy this. So let me go through the colors. I don't even want to get up, but I guess I have to. It's my job. Come with me. I want to show you your colors because I know a lot of you want to start ordering right away. So this is the, I want to say this is the taupe. Yes, so this is the taupe. Remember, these are the #1 neutrals. So we're not doing, we've got all the #1 neutrals in this set. We've got 4 colors. So this taupe is, again, will go with so many different living rooms and decors. So here's the taupe. Then we're gonna move on to the navy. And let me tell you why navy is so special. Navy is the #1 custom color. So when you go to a LaZBoy retailer, if you want navy, you have to custom order it. This is the #1 chosen color in custom orders. We're just giving it to you as a choice for it's not any more money. It's been a top seller today. As a matter of fact, so much so that we didn't have any left. We actually had to go back to LaZBoy and say, is there any way for the 3 more shows we could have a few left of these? And they were like, okay, but we're gonna deliver it in just a little bit longer. I think it's September delivery, Pat. So you get it in September. You don't get it 5 to 9 months like you would at the store. You still get our specials. So you're getting it in September. So it's the end of August anyway. So it's maybe like an extra week. But this is the #1 chosen custom color, this gorgeous navy. All right, and then we have the walnut. The walnut has almost like a little bit of a burgundy reddish background to it in this neutral walnut. I keep touching this leather, it's so soft and gorgeous, okay? So, then the final color is charcoal. And the reason why we have charcoal here is this is the #1 designer color. You can see that we redid our whole HSN studios with that hardwood floor in that charcoal color. You see how beautiful it looks? So we wanted to make sure for those of you that have, are up to, you know, kind of redid your house, or that's your favorite, like that kind of steel and modern and that, you know, gray silver. So you're able to match it. Here it is, charcoal. So these are our 4 colors. Any 4 of these, you can get it in manual or power. And I'm going to be giving you update and telling you what's limited, but I wanted to have you get all the facts first. But let me talk about the pricing before I introduce our special guest, which we're going to do next. What we're doing is a Today Special, but you don't have to like plunk down all the money at once, because that to me would be painful. So we've got a couple things you can do. Any major credit card will give you 5 months to pay it off. It's called FlexPay. There's no interest, no fee. It's a credit card you already own. You don't have to set up any special account or anything. You just give us 1/5 of the payment, and the shipping handling is free. We're paying for that. Yes, I know it's not free to ship this chair, but we're gonna pay for that. And then you have 4 more payments with no interest, no fee, and it's a different payment. The manual, it's going to be $219.80. And I think we can show that on the screen, the retail value, and then you're saving on the manual. It's a huge savings. It's $795 savings from retail. So it's almost $800 off. All right, 219, all right. But if you want to do the power, which I have found over the years to be the most popular, it's $353.80. So you're saving $435. But here's the big deal. With our Today's Special, for what you're paying for the power, that's what you would pay in the retail store for the manual. So if you went into the LaZBoy retail store, the manual at that store is what we're charging you for the power, and the power is obviously a lot more expensive. So that's one of the reasons why it's been going so quickly. However, if you do have an HSN card, there's no annual fee. We're actually doing a little promotion. You get a coupon, you get $40 off a single item purchase. You could take it off of this. We're gonna give you 18 months. That's a year and a half to pay this off. You can pay it off beforehand, but no interest for 18 months. 1-800-695-1418, or go to hsn.com and put HSN card in the search. If you do even payments, the manual is $61 a month, and the powered one is $98.34 a month. Those are even payments. You could, of course, pay it off early, but let's bring in our special guest. She is from the company, and I love working with Amy because Amy Salm has all the answers. She is not like a celebrity spokesperson, although she's a celebrity to us. She knows everything that there is to ask about LaZBoy. So Amy, welcome to the show. And let me ask you this. If I got people to call in with questions or to say they loved it, would you enjoy that?
Oh, I would absolutely love to take calls with you. You know that.
Okay.
So I'm not shy to the camera or the phone.
Okay, good, good. I love it. All right, so my producer, Pat, I'm sure he's going to put the phone number up. It's 1-866-376-8255. I want to hear what you love about LaZBoy. If you've purchased a LaZBoy, let's hear, or if you're ordering, you could stay on the line and talk to us. So, Amy, I know there's so much to talk about, but leather, 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 how we were able to do this, especially in this environment where it's 5 to 9 months when you order in a store. Let's talk about that. How are we at HSN able to get them to your house so quickly?
Well, it's our almost 100-year anniversary and the anniversary of HSN this month also. It's that iconic brand of both of us together making that wonderful partnership that allows us to do what we can do. These are recliners that we ordered in 2020. And that's why it's taken us 8+ months to get this product to you to present today. It also allows us to give you all these custom order features. So let me go down and tell you what that is. Leather is a custom order feature because leather takes time to process, and this is nature's fabric. Then you have the XR Plus, which is new innovation for LaZBoy. It took us time to invent it, and it's only been out on the market about 9 to 12 months. Then we have the AirForm seating. Babe, would you hand me one of those? We have the AirForm seat. That is our seat cushion inside. This is non-temperature sensitive memory foam. This is an upgraded feature. Underneath the recliner, the rocker base or the traditional handle recliner, both have the coffee finish. That is an upgraded option. And then the manual handle is also longer. So if you're like me with the short arms, you don't have that extra reach, because when you have to reach to the side, you throw your body off. That's not what LaZBoy is about. We're all about the comfort. All of that packaged together and able to bring to you one time only this year in leather is why, again, the two iconic brands that we're able to do this today. 1 to 3 weeks to your home, not waiting 5 to 9 months. And this is, Helen, you said it, these are unusual times. When we started 2020 and COVID started, everyone was home. Same thing happened in the furniture industry. We closed our plants and our stores and we had to ramp up. And so we're still ramping up. And then we bring you a product that can be delivered to your home and assembled by you, because we deliver to the front door, back door, or garage. Look how easy it is to assemble a LaZBoy recliner. The power is just strictly 2 connections on the chair, 1 connection in the back for the hardware to the USB. This is a surge protector box, and right into the wall, and you can start reclining. There are 4 motors in this power reclining chairs. So it does take 2 people to carry the bottom, unless you've got a very strong young man at home. And ladies, I can carry the back. There's a motor here, there's a motor here, there's 1 in the seat and 1 towards the front that operates the footrest. This is exclusive to LaZBoy. And Helen, if you're okay, I'm just going to keep diving. Are you good?
Yeah, no. You keep going, and I also want you to talk about the warranty, because I'm reading
Absolutely.
that there's a limited lifetime warranty. That can't be right with a leather chair recliner, right?
Yes. So LaZBoy, because, and if we can show our plant footage, I'd love to show you the plant footage. In our plants, we have plants across the United States and distribution centers. And because of our plants, and everything is crafted by hand. So your recliner, when you get it, is made by hand. There's no machining in this chair. We precision cut. That's that AirForm. We were precision cut. This is the foam that goes underneath. And now Nicole's showing you what your AirForm looks like on top of our top quality everyday foam. Here's where we manufacture. Here's where we cut and sew the leathers for you. Here's how you can see we're assembling by hand. And then we have our innovative center where we actually do all of our testing, not only human testing, but look at this. This is a 250-pound metal body image, if you will, and 250 pounds of pressure going on our leg rest. And here's human testing again. This is what we do. We test everything, and this is why we're able to bring you a limited lifetime warranty. Lifetime on the parts, lifetime on the mechanism, lifetime on the frame, 3 years on power, where everyone else is 1 year, 3 years on your memory foam. Everyone else is 1 year. And look at that recovery of what memory foam does. So when I sit down, it accepts my body weight and body size, but when I get up, it recovers and it's ready for the next family member to sit down and enjoy the LaZBoy comfort. This is how we put everything together. We've been doing this since 1927. We are in our 94th year. And Helen, it's why we are the 98% of the population say LaZBoy is the most well-known name brand.
You know, Amy, I don't know why when I sit in this chair, I feel like I've lost weight from our last show. I feel like this is just, or is this chair just bigger? Please tell me it's me.
Bigger chair. Bigger
Okay,
chair.
darn. Okay, because I didn't think it was the other thing, but.
No, honey, you look perfect in the chair.
Okay,
Perfect.
thank you. Yeah, there's a lot more. This is a bigger chair. Isn't this one of the biggest chairs you guys do?
This is actually not one of our biggest, but it's our largest chair that we've had on HSN. Now I want you to see Ken. You haven't met Ken yet, I don't think. Did you meet him last time, Ellen?
I don't think I did.
Yeah. So welcome. This is my husband, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
I'm 5'2", almost 5'3". Ken is 5'10", almost. And look where he sits in the chair. Now, this is what we call a pub style back. So you have an upper back that supports the top of the head and the neck down to the top of the shoulders. The second pillow goes right down to where the shoulder blades are. So you have the support there. And the third pillow envelops the entire lumbar area. But this is where Power XR Plus comes to be your next best friend. This is a wireless remote created, designed, and patented by LaZBoy, so you'll never find this anywhere else, that everything you need is right here. There's at the top a home button, and then there's the, that was from my chair, so I'm going to set it down. This is the top of, this is a home button. This is a memory button, so you can set memory 1 and memory 2. At the top, you have the button that's going to recline. So I'm going to recline Ken just a little bit, and he can start to rock still. The second button begins to lift the leg rest. But what's so great about this is the single touch of a button allows you for infinite reclining positions. Watch, I can go back and do the backrest a little bit more. If I hold them both down, I can take Ken into that full recline, but he's got his memory button set. So I'm going to press that and watch what happens. His memory goes all the way back to where he's the most comfortable. The third button elevates the headrest up to 55 degrees. So even though he is relaxing in the recliner, he can then raise the headrest. That gives him additional support behind the neck. As he's sitting, he works from home, so he might be using his laptop or even have the tablet in front of him. And then the fourth and bottom button increases that lumbar support up to an additional 3 inches. Remember, this is a motor. The lumbar is a motor that reclines the back and a motor that raises the footrest. 4 motors exclusive to LaZBoy. That's not all. This fits so nicely and clean line right in the side. It's called the cradle. You have the USB port for charging your device. You actually have your memory buttons on the outside as well as the home button. And when you press the home button, it brings Ken back to a seated rocking position. And when our granddaughter visits, if she runs away with Pop-Pop's remote, we can actually lock the keyboard so she can't change his reclining position. And if she loses it, we have a find your phone button, and it beeps. And as soon as you locate your remote, you click it, it turns that off, and then you can place this right back inside again. So everything is fit and snug and divided for extra comfort. We've thought, as far as I'm concerned, and I've been with the company almost 25 years, we've thought of everything for this recliner.
We absolutely. Let me do some updates because we are getting very limited. We're about, way more than halfway through the day. And what happened is, in the middle of the day, the Navy was completely gone. And we went back to LaZBoy and said, is there any way we could have a couple more? We have 3 more presentations. So for my presentation, we're able to do the number 1 custom color in leather is navy, but this is very limited. It's on extended delivery, which just means you'll get it in September. You're getting it in a few weeks as opposed to a few days. So, Pat, how many do we have left in the navy? I have 33 left, 33 in the powered. If you want the manual version of navy, I have 8. And that's it, 8 homes can get this in the manual, and we will not be able to go back dip back into the well. Matter of fact, Amy didn't even know that we were able to get a couple more for this presentation. So if you want the navy and the manual, there's 8 orders available. If you want the navy in the powered, there's 33. The other one that's now starting to get really limited is the walnut. The walnut is very popular, and this is the Indeed final quantities. So Pat, how many do we have left? Okay, in the powered, I only have 40 chairs left. And in the manual, I only have 44 chairs left. And that's That is all. Remember, if you have an HSN card, you get 18-month VIP financing. There is no interest, no fee. As a matter of fact, if you have a Q card from our sister network, QVC, or a Zulily card, we accept those now for any of your purchases, including the VIP financing. So we just started doing that. So use your Q card or your HSN card and get VIP financing. So if you don't have an HSN card, you can get one in about a minute by going to hsn.com. You just put the word HSN in the search. You will get a $40 coupon. You can use it on your new LaZBoy Joshua rocker recliner. So it is a rocker. I remember, my daughter's now 21, Amy, but I remember when she was a baby, I had a rocker for her, and it's kind of an essential new mom thing. But from being a new mom to being like my age now, just like a rocker, there's something really comforting about it. There's something really like this will be the one you'll take a nap in, and everybody will be like, okay, time to go to bed. I have a feeling your husband just lives in that chair. He doesn't even have pants on, Amy. What's going on with him?
He's just wearing his shorts.
Yeah, he's very relaxed. Does he know he's on TV?
He is very relaxed. Yeah. Oh, Helen, you know, we're so excited to have this leather to be able to bring to you. You have your swatches there, and we're going to talk about what leather properties are. First of all, leather itself is, again, nature's fabric. It has a certain wonder to it. When the older that leather gets, the finer it gets. It's like that fine wine of the fabric industry. It is very family friendly. So I have spilled chocolate syrup and ketchup on the leather. Can you imagine if you're having ice cream sundaes and you've got your little ones, and you know, we all spill. It doesn't matter what age you are, but there's how that ice cream started to melt and the chocolate syrup's on your brand new furniture. Or you're entertaining and the salsa goes down. These are things that you don't have to worry about, because leather and the way we process it also has a wonderful clear coat. Look, the ketchup's going to keep coming off, and I'm going to toss that there, and watch what happens with the chocolate syrup. I always want to call it hot chocolate, but hot chocolate syrup. Now, how many of you would still think there's no way that's going to sit on my leather? Well, this is soap and water, and I can do this with the leather, which you cannot do with fabric, and then you can wipe it up. It's totally dry, and you're good to go. Now, this is on acrylic. You'll never get anything to go through the back of a leather hide. That is just because of the nature of the product. But Helen, you've got the samples right there. I want you to tell everybody about the weight of the leather, the fineness of the leather, the suppleness of the leather.
Yeah, it is. First of all, if I had a handbag made out of this, it would be, you know, $1 million. Look at how I'm draping it, like you know, like you do in the corners of this beautiful chair. It's just incredible. And when you looked really close, you could see the pebbling. It's really amazing. And I actually have a little bit of water here, which I'll run down. And you could say, you know, they always say, like, wait a minute, you can't get it wet. Of course you can get it wet. You think cows don't go outside? I mean, there's, you just, you know, again, it just sort of beads up, and then you can see that there's no like staining, or there's no like watermarks or anything like that. This feels really incredible, and I can tell because when I gather it, it's almost, you know, like you can drape it like a fabric. This is so high-end, gorgeous, the best of the best with leather. It's just really incredible.
The aroma of leather. You know, that's the other thing, that this is not pleather or fake leather. This is the real thing. That's why you're able to see that drapeability. But the aroma of leather, it's like when you buy that new car and you have your leather upholstery in there, you know the difference from that and the fabric. And as you said, look how we're able to drape the leather to give you the designs even on the fabric, or the extra shearing that we do here in the arms. This takes extra craftsmanship and extra hide pieces for us to be able to do this detail. And that's because this leather has such great drapeability for you. It's also perfect for people with allergens. If you have pets, it's pet friendly. It's family friendly. It doesn't absorb other smells and odors that fabrics can. And it's considered a generational fabric. So as leather ages like fine wines, it gets to be even better. The patina that it takes on in your home with your own natural oils on your skin. And then the patina also shows you other beautiful colorations as it ages. And then our leather, because of the way we treat it, is color fast. So my studio here has 4 very large windows, and the sun comes in all day long, but I will never see any coloration changes because of that color fastness. So you've got the longevity of a LaZBoy, and then the longevity of the leather on it. That's why we've got you that comfort, durability, and all the innovations that we bring you. Live life comfortably, LaZBoy's tag.
Right, and if you've always wanted the power version and have gone into a LaZBoy retailer and you're like, oh gosh, I can afford the manual one, but I really kind of want the power one, that's what you're getting with our today's special. For the price of the manual in LaZBoy retail, you are getting the power version here if you so choose. We still have the manual. The manual's $800 less than retail, so they're both amazing values, but I find that the power one is the one that people kind of like, oh, I'd really like to have that. I know it's a little bit more money. So for the same money as the manual in retail, you get the power one here with our today's special with HSN. This is the only today's special of the year that has leather, and we haven't had a today's special with LaZBoy since January. I mean, right, Amy? Wasn't it last January?
That's right.
Yeah,
yes,
so it was
we had our TS in January.
Yeah, today's special in January. And honestly, when I saw that we were doing a today's special, I was surprised that we could do the delivery. We must have called you the next day and said, start making more chairs for the next 7 months. Because that's, I mean, it takes, if you order it at the LaZBoy retailer or their website, it's 5 to 9 months before you get your chair. 5 to 9 months before you get your chair. And you're spending, you know, $800+ more. Here you've got free delivery, and we're showing you a video of the delivery, Amy. Tell us what's happening there.
So we do make an appointment with you, and then 30 minutes on your appointment day, 30 minutes out, we are going to call you so that you can tell us where you'd like this delivered. Now, this is threshold contactless delivery. That means we bring it to the door. We don't bring it inside the home. That is part of the CDC guidelines. We do wear a mask. We do wear the gloves. We do take photographs of the drop point where we put the furniture down. So that acts as your signature. And as I had said before, it is a large chair. It's 39 inches wide. It is approximately 45 inches deep and 41 and a half high. So it's a large chair, but because of the power in it, you're talking about 2 motors in the back, 2 motors in the seat. Ladies, I can carry the back by myself. That's not a problem. I suggest 2 people carry the base when you bring it inside. Unpack it. Now, we do have covering over the leather so that the leather does not get damaged, and that's really important too. You'll take the covers off, and then you'll put all the parts together. Let's talk about the features on this again. 1 button reclines the back, and you can continue to rock while you're reclining that way. The 2nd button lifts the leg rest, infinite reclining positions. The 3rd button on the power hand wand is the headrest tilt up to 55 degrees. And then you can increase that lumbar an additional 3 inches. There's your AirForm memory foam and LaZBoy's patented 4-sided frame. And I'll talk about that in a minute, Helen, with you. Everything's assembled right here in our plants and has been for 94 years of domestic and imported parts. Now, the manual recliner is above and beyond anyone else's manual recliner. It offers you a 3-position locking footrest. It offers you 54 or 18 position ratchet in the back. That's 54 reclining positions when everyone else is only 1 reclining position. Then we have wing nuts underneath. I call them the golden wing nuts. They allow you to adjust the back tension for reclining. And then you have the assembly for both. And this is how easy it is. Just 2 pieces. It's called what I call the slide and glide. They just lock right in place with each other. The power version, you have connections. There's your manual. That's it. And then you can sit down and start using your chair. The power version we saw a little earlier, you connect the what I call DIN, D-I-N hardware to each other. There's 2 for the back. Then you connect the actual power to the power box to the wall, and the wall itself has 8 feet of cord so it can float in the room. And it also has a surge protector box. So you don't need an extension cord. You don't need a power strip because you want the power to go directly to the wall and the recliner. Here, we're going to show you that again so you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the slide and glide mechanism for the back. And the ladies, again, you can carry that back. These are color coded. So the oranges go together, the red tones go together, and then you have the slide on. There's your connection for the back. Lock it in place, plug it into your surge protector, and then you can plug it into the wall. Now, Helen, we haven't even talked about this yet, but I also, on hsn.com, this is a power pack battery. So if you need to float your chair in the room, you can. This will give you approximately 3 to 5 days of power. When the battery starts to go down, you'll hear a beeping sound just like you hear on the chair when you're trying to find your remote. It lets you know that your power is going down. Then you plug this unit into the wall and you can recharge it. And so this is a separate purchase, but one we highly suggest because I've got recliners in our living room that have to float, and I use our battery all the time, and it's really convenient.
That is great. You know, I didn't even know that that was a thing that was invented until I saw that out here on the set. That's really awesome that you could kind of, even if it's a power, you don't have to be like married to the wall, to the plug, you can have it anywhere.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm gonna do some updates now because we are getting very, very limited. These, last time we did a Today Special, every single one of them sold out. Every single one was gone. We'll go through the colors. This is the taupe. I think that's the one that Amy has in her house. A beautiful neutral. It's kind of in the brown family where it's gonna be a great, you know, kind of like neutral taupe beige. Will go with everything. This is kind of more of the fall colors of taupe. So, and don't forget that you've got this beautiful leather that's been treated. So even though it's a little bit lighter, you're able to, you know, just kind of wipe off and wash with soap and water, anything, because it's genuine leather. Then we have the #1 chosen custom color. So when you go to the LaZBoy store and want a custom chair done in leather, this is the #1 color people pick is navy, and this actually sold out earlier. We were able to get a few back in. I think I have 8 in the manual and about, so it's sold out? Oh, so the manual just sold out in manual. Okay, so navy manual is now completely gone. In the powered, I have 2 dozen left now.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we did, you know, kind of wrangle a few more. So this is on extended delivery. So you're gonna get this in September. It's just gonna be a few weeks longer as opposed to, you know, 6 to 9 months if you go into the store. So we'll get this in September. So last call, that's it. And we've sold out of the manual, we have the powered. All right, and then we have this gorgeous walnut, which I know also in the power and the manual, I think there's only about 40 in each, right, Pat? All right, below 40 now, so it's in the 30s if you've got powered or manual. And so, but we have in the walnut. But then we've got the charcoal. And the charcoal is, Amy, we were talking about, this is like the #1 designer color that people that are doing in their home. Yeah, the charcoal, how popular is this in the LaZBoy stores, the charcoal?
You know, our standard, what we call everybody's favorites, are that taupe and earth tone of the walnut. Our gray families is exceeding what our normal natural leather colors are. You have the gray tones in your floor there in the studio. I have gray on the floor here in our home. You have gray kitchens now. You have gray exteriors. So that charcoal finish, the light grays, everything in that gray tone family has become one of the most popular trend colors. And I don't see this trend ending anytime soon. If anything, I expect it to expand. And that's why we brought this gray tone. What's so nice about it is that, and you can't see here, maybe you have it better to show it in the light. I'm going to try to see if we can't come in here a little tighter. But inside, this is a pattern inside the leather itself. It's called savaging in the industry. And if you can see, especially, there's a good bit of modeling in it. So there's high and low tones of the gray coming through, but there's also some blue undertones in this gray. I have greens and blues here in the studio, along with my natural tones. And so depending on the light, sometimes it looks a little bluer, sometimes it actually can look a little greener also. But that's what the chameleon is about the gray tones, that wonderful charcoal gray. There's a little bit of slate and even some undertones. So this one is going to be gorgeous no matter what you use. Think about nurseries. So many moms are choosing gray tones for their nursery. Wouldn't this be a great chair for rocking the baby? Or in the family room, or even in the bedrooms where gray tones are so popular as well, even in wood furniture to coordinate with it. So you can't go wrong in this color family.
Yeah, and I'm holding up the remote so we can do a close-up and talk about that again. I'll let you talk through it, and I'll be your model.
Okay, great. So this is our wireless remote, exclusively designed, manufactured, and patented by LaZBoy. The batteries go in the back, and it's held on the side in the actual cradle, okay? The top button is a house. That is your home button. This is what will always bring you back to a rocking seated position. Then directly underneath is your 1 and 2. So if it's Ken and I sharing a recliner, the king will have number 1, the queen will be number 2, and we can each program our favorite seated position. If it's your chair by yourself, you get 2 opportunities. Maybe one's reading and one's napping. Then below that is, and this is where I'm going to start using Ken as our model. By the simple touch of a button, he can rock, and I can start reclining the back for him. Or I can hold it down, and he can go into a wonderful start, full recline there. The second button begins to elevate the feet. So this is your leg rest button. Again, we can do one button at a time, just a little click, or I can hold the button down and bring Ken up to that full recline. Once you are fully reclined, and I can hold both buttons down just to finish that for him, there's the full recline. Now, that full recline is 67 inches. A twin bed, like an air mattress bed or a sleep bed, sofa bed, is 72 inches. A regular mattress is 75. This is almost the length of a twin bed. So imagine if you need to use your recliner for sleeping. Now, you're ready to talk to somebody, watch television? Let's raise that headrest up to 55 degrees. And then the very bottom button, watch the center of Ken. I can press that button and increase. Look at his body start to move as I increase that lumbar support. And then I can bring him with the home button. Everything closes. The lower lumbar pillow, that motor for the behind the pillow comes back to normal. This comes back to its regular seated position, and you saw how quickly Ken came home. Now, on the outside of the cradle, you have a home button. So if you want to keep the cradle in here, or the wand in here, you can, and use the home button. You can press the first button if you want, and there's your memory. So I'm going to recline Ken back already just by the single touch of the button. And if anybody happens to walk away, we all have people that walk away with our remotes, whether it's the television, your telephone, whatever. Inside here is what looks like an hourglass. It's more like a little phone. And you press that button, and it will find your remote for you. Click the button, and it stops the dinging. And then if little tiny fingers get a hold of, and like our little Nora, she would come over and start pressing buttons, and Pop's going up and down and up and down. We can lock her out so she can't do that only he'll then be able to use the remote. So we really thought of everything to keep it all here and nice and tight. And here's what's also nice, and I always forget to tell everybody, this remote has been wired to this recliner for right in our plant. We did that. So my Taupe chair and the remote for that one has been wired for this chair. So that's why when Matt said to me a little while ago, Amy, you got the wrong remote, it's because he knows my remote will not operate another chair.
Yeah, this has been so incredibly popular today, and this is genuine leather. I know you're at home and you're watching, you know the LaZBoy brand. This is a brand that has been, you know, part of Americana, and, you know, this is assembled in the U.S., giving so many Americans jobs. Over the long, long history of the company, you know the quality. It's like sort of best in class when you talk about rockers, recliners. They have led the way with all these new innovations. And by the way, you know, we placed this order in last January, right after we sold out of the Today Special. And it takes a long time to, you know, source the materials, especially in the world that we live in. And you're paying 2020 prices for this 2021 Today Special, by the way. That's the other big thing. If you went into a store right now, you'd be paying the 2021 prices. This is 2020 prices. And for the price of a 2020 manual, you're getting a 2021 recliner. I mean, power. You're getting the power one. So it's just the best deal we've ever done, the best deal anywhere on a LaZBoy, and this is genuine leather. Also, the weight capacity is up to 300 pounds because this has all been elevated. This, you know, the handle has been extended. This is, you know, extra things. This is the top of the line and gorgeous, and you're gonna love it. But let's say you're a little nervous and you say, I don't want to order something that's $1,000 or $1,700 and I get it home and what happens if I don't like it? Here's really where I think the most incredible part of this whole offer is, because we'll take it back. We will pay to return it. You don't have to do anything. You just call and we'll take it back and you get 100% of your money back. There's no restocking fee. There's no return shipping charge. Nothing. And I can't imagine going into a furniture store. Amy, were you saying that the industry standard is that there's a restocking fee on almost all furniture that you buy in this country?
Yes. And you'll find that in any of the home fashion industries with large purchase like this, that it can be anywhere from, depending on where you buy it, anywhere from 20 to about 50% of your purchase as a restocking fee. That 50%? Is industry standard. It can be up to 50%. And why? Because that was a custom order for you, and it doesn't necessarily mean it would be easy for that furniture store to sell it to someone else, because you chose everything in the custom order to be something that suited your lifestyle and your creation. And that's why it's so expensive to have it restocked. And then you're having to purchase again. So you don't have your full dollars back if something like that happens. That's the beauty of our relationship. Two iconic brands, LaZBoy for 94 years and HSN celebrating their anniversary of over 40 years, that we're able to bring that marriage together and offer you 30-day trial in your home. And Helen, you said it. We're going to come back if you don't love it, and that's going to be rare, because we'll tell you, if you can trust me after being with the company for 25 years, if you can trust my husband, who's been probably about ready to fall asleep today, if you can trust Helen on HSN and the others that have sat in this chair and said, wow. And like you said, Helen, when we had this in January last year, so we had the Joshua in January of 2020. We sold out of the Joshua so quickly. This style for LaZBoy has been in our line for 12 years and is still in the top numbers because of the design. Look again where that top pillow supports my head and my neck. The center pillow keeps my shoulders nice and even. That lower pillow, look at that lower lumbar pillow. We extend it over the arms, and what that does is protect the kidney area all the way down to the lower lumbar. Then we add, in the power version, a motor underneath to increase your lumbar. Think about how many car industries have started to add a lumbar section to their driver's seat. Why? Because when you get fatigued, what do we start doing? We start twisting and turning to try to get comfortable again. You don't have to. At the touch of a button, you can increase your lumbar support up to 3 inches. Now, Helen, back in April, we just moved into the house. The dog caught sight of a chipmunk and took me right out of my shoes, and I landed and fractured a rib.
Oh, no.
I could not lay down for 3 weeks. If I had not had my LaZBoy with this lumbar support, I would not have been able to sleep for 3 weeks. But I slept sitting up. I was able to inflate my lumbar support, so it actually helped to support the kidney and the rib on my right side, and I was able to rest comfortably. We are not medical doctors, but we do talk to medical field and doctors on what are some features that a customer and patients would want to help keep them supported. So those are why we do what we do. You at home have asked us for it, and then we know professionals have said this is important for the body. It helps us to relax and stay rested, which is what we all need when we're in everyday life and when you're having to convalesce and recuperate.
You know, it's very hard for me not to be sitting in this chair that I'm showing the reclining and coming up and down and not just, you know, kind of go to bed because it feels so, I mean, there's nothing like, you know, curling up with, you know, in front of the TV set, like an incredibly comfortable plush. This is plush, this is luxury, but this also could be very, very practical. You know, haven't you ever heard somebody say, put your feet up? At the end of the day, put your feet up. You know, if your feet, you know, I'm standing on my feet all day. This is the way to put your feet up in luxury. And we have a tablet out here plugged in just to show that there's a USB port that you can charge your phone or your tablet while you're enjoying this luxury. So this is the taupe. This is the taupe beige. This, you can see how gorgeous this color is. It'll go, I mean, all of these are very neutral. The #1 custom color is navy. We just sold out of the manual. In the power in the navy, do we have any left, Pat? Are they just, okay, we have 12.
1 dozen.
We have 12. That's it, a dozen. A dozen in the power in the navy, and then you will not see that again. Then we've got this gorgeous walnut, which is this deep, rich, I think it almost has like a reddish undertone to it, right? So I think there's 3 dozen of these in the power. 3 dozen in the power, 3 dozen in the manual. So this one's getting really, really limited. You may not see this one again. All right, and then we've got the charcoal. And by the way, you know, as we come to the end of the day, which it is, we just have a few dozen of each of them. And even though we've sold out of the manual in the navy, I have the manual and the power in the charcoal as well. So I would do the VIP financing, even if you're like, you know what, I've got the money. Why not take 1.5 years to pay it off and have that, you know, cash flow? I do that, you know, since there's no interest, you might as well. You can use your Q card, use your Lily card, or your HSN card, or if you don't have one, you can get one in about a minute by going to hsn.com by putting HSN card in the search, or call the 800 number, 695-1418. This, I know you've got 2 more presentations. I believe you've got a 6 and a 10 o'clock. Is that right, Amy?
7 and 10.
7 and 10. Okay, so 2 more presentations and that's it. And in the next presentations, I don't think you're gonna even see the blue. And you may not even see the walnut. You're definitely not seeing the blue because we only have 12 left in the power and then that's it. And then we've got like about, you know, a dozen left in this walnut. Look at that rich, gorgeous walnut. Look around, where are you gonna put it in your house? What color will go the best? I think you cannot go wrong with this rich, gorgeous walnut. I would hate for someone to make the decision that they wanna treat themselves with this and not get their first choice for color. In this presentation right now, you can get your first choice for color except for the manual in the navy because that one's gone. But I think that just sitting in these chairs and like I would say it's more like melting into these chairs, right, Amy?
It absolutely is. The leather itself is buttery soft, but then you've got LaZBoy that is all about comfort. You know, our motto is live life comfortably. We design the chair so that this is all wonderfully soft fiber filled. This is all contoured cut foam. You've got contoured cut foam in the seat, and then on top of that, you have this luxurious AirForm memory foam on top of it. So it's layers on layers of ooey gooey comfort, I'd love to say, because you're going to sit here and massage this wonderful leather. It is almost lanolin soft. I feel like when I massage the chair, I feel like I'm getting the wonderful soft lanolin that is actually moisturizing my hands a little bit, which is nice. And then, like you said, the colors. You know, we did everything for you. All you have to do is make the decision, which color do I want and which mechanism do I want. We gave you all the top features. The leather is the #1 top custom order covering. Your AirForm is the #1 seat that our customers say that they want in their chair. The coffee finish is the #1 finish. That long handle suits everyone because you get the longer handle and you don't have to change your body and overstretch. So these are all the things that we've given you. And then I can never say enough about our power. We really spent a long time developing what would be unique, what would be innovative, and what would be the best service for you to add additional comfort for what we already build. Helen, would you do me a favor and sit in that manual recliner?
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
I was already here.
You read my mind. You read my mind,
Yes,
girl.
I do read. I do read your mind.
So when you sit back, and this is what I'm going to ask you to do, is put your heels against the leather on the footrest. Okay. Everybody thinks, I can't put my shoes on the furniture. There you go. Now, with your arms, go back. Keep going. Keep going. Push hard. There you go. Now, that's our ratchet system. And when you engage the ratchet system, notice how her knees are now up above, and that is where you need to be for circulation. This is a reclining position like no other company. LaZBoy offers you in the traditional recliner a 3-position locking footrest. That means each position locks on its own. And then you engage that ratchet. When you engage it one little
Amy,
step
you
at a time.
finish the show.
Okay, dear, I will.
How can you expect me to? I can't even keep my eyes open.
When you engage that ratchet, that gives you a total of 54 reclining positions. If you don't have a LaZBoy, you only have one reclining position. That's back and legs up. And then when you sit up, the legs fall because they don't lock. Those are all LaZBoy patents. When you turn the chair over, if you get the manual and you turn the chair over, you'll see golden wing nuts underneath. Those allow you to loosen and tighten the back tension so that it's easier if you're a lady, and maybe a gentleman with body weight wants it to be a little firmer. That's what we do. That's a patent. And then I show you with my glasses. LaZBoy is known for having a 4-sided frame. These are 3. LaZBoy always adds the 4th side in the back, because if you don't, every time you go to get up and you put pressure on the arms, you're literally separating the arms away from the base. That's why LaZBoy is known for the stability and durability, because of that 4th side being in the front. Little tiny things that you might not think about at home, but we thought about it for you. And you can get all of those features today at 2020 prices, just like Helen had said to you, and enjoy it in 1 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, and we've just got a couple minutes left in the show. I do want to mention one other thing. HSN has something called Protection Plus. We have it in electronics, but we also have it on the LaZBoy if you would like. So when you're ordering it, you can ask your representative about Protection Plus. It's you know, this is how we live. So if you've got, you know, any kind of dents or chips or, you know, broken hardware, joints, welds, there's no deductible, no hidden fees. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's powered by Allstate. So I just wanted to mention that once, depending on how you live your life, that'd be nice. You know, rocking back and forth, it's, you know, you think about rocking a baby to sleep, there's something about that rocking motion that's so relaxing. If anything in this world we need right about now, Amy, it's more chilling out time, more really you know, not stressing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, your rocking rhythm's very similar to mine. We all have our own rocking rhythm. Mine's slow, and Ken's is usually a little quicker. And that is soothing for him, and it's soothing for me. I mean, how many people you go on a vacation? What do you try to find outside on the deck? It's the rocking chair. Well, why not have one inside and have it in your home? So when you sit down and you start to relax this way, as the body relaxes, now you can engage your footrest and increase your relaxation so that you start the resting part of it. This is what we've done for you. This is what we've done with our partnership with HSN so that you can live your life comfortably with the active family in mind.
Well, Amy, thank you so much. And please thank your husband for all his hard work today.
I don't
know what his job is, but I want it. That's amazing. So we will see you back later on tonight, and I'm going to do updates to tell you what we're going to have left for that show. So thank you, Amy. Thank you so much.
Bye, my friend.
Bye. Okay, so in our last minute or so before the show ends, here's what we're going to do. I want to show you what we have, and I'll do the pricing on it. So this is that taupe, that neutral beige color. I have it in the manual, and I have it in the power. All of it is on 5 flex pay, and you see that on your screen. The manual is $219.80. The power is $353.80. However, if you have an HSN card, you have 18 months to pay it off. So yeah, we're okay with the quantity there. That you're going to see this later on, okay? So, I mean, the price is only good for another couple hours. But in the navy, sadly, we've sold out of the manual. The power, okay, final dozen left. And I do want to say that it's extended delivery for the dozen in the power that's left in the, but it's only 2 weeks longer. If you bought this in the LaZBoy store, not only would it be so much more expensive, $800 more, it would also be 5 to 9 months to get it in your house, 5 to 9 months. Then we have the Walnut, which is now taking the lead and getting the most limited. I have 2 dozen in the manual and 2 dozen in the power, and that's it. So this will not be around for the final presentation, and then the next presentation, I actually have no idea if there'll be any left, because a lot of people wait for the whole hour and then they order it, so they're ordering right now. I'm not sure if you're ever gonna see this one again. Then we have the charcoal, and I love how Amy was talking about the highs and lows in the leather. We've got the manual and the power, and we've got about 100 each, so this is gonna definitely be available in a few hours, but the prices goes away at midnight. If you want the Walnut, here's the one that if this is your first choice, you need to be ordering right now. No matter what, I would buy it with your Zulily card, your Q card, or your HSN card to get 18 months with no interest. And you do have a limited lifetime warranty for the company. The delivery is free, contactless.